Hey y'all, so I wanted to share this thought that I've been having, and the Lord kind of confirmed it with that verse, and I don't know where it is, but I'll put it in. It's in Genesis, but when Adam was hiding from the Lord, and the Lord said to him, "Who told you you were naked?" My mom used to say to me all the time, "Consider the source." And I used to be looking at her like, girl, okay, like, yes, I get it. I was also like 11 or 12, so I had no concept of what she was saying actually. There was a lot of people's advice that I held higher than God's voice. And I really started having to ask myself the question, like, if I could switch places with this person right now, have everything that they have, ugly, good, bad, indifferent, have all of it, would I switch? And would I be satisfied if I switch with them, the person that I'm attempting to take advice from? And when my answer started consistently being no, that's what consider the source means. And also, coming into agreement with what people have said about you is only based off of their perspective of their own life. It's not something that you can necessarily control, and you can hold people's concerns and things like that to a standard, but it just can't be higher than God's. And when I thought about it, I was like, wow, I've been seeking validation and advice and things from people that are not pursuing God the way that I want to know him. Like the type of relationship that I desire to have with the Lord, these people don't want. And that's cool, but I just want a little bit more. You don't know the totality of their story, and you also don't know where they're pulling the information that they're telling you from, unless you sat with God and really discovered, like, hey, is this a good person to talk to about this? And if not, why? And what are you trying to say through this whole thing? What are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to teach me? What are you trying to show me about me? It's most of the time not about the other person at all. And that's the crazy part about all of this. Everybody you meet is attempting to live from where they stopped growing or where they're trying to continue to grow. And that's all we have. So the only person that you really can rely on is God. So next time you ask somebody for advice, or you're looking for affirmation from a person that you think will be able to give it to you, consider the source. Consider the source. Because who told you you was naked? Who told you that? And watch what you come into agreement with. When a family member or a close friend or somebody says something negative about you or has a negative perspective about you, and you say, oh my God, you know what? Yeah, you know, you're kind of right. And you start to take on what they said based off of their own perspective, you come into agreement with a word curse. And now you have an identity that you put on that you didn't even necessarily need to put on, because you trusted what somebody else said over what your God said about you, or the God that you say that you serve. Girl, don't do it. Consider the source.